Okay, I'd like to welcome you to the Fraser Recreation Commission meeting. It is Tuesday, June 4th at 7:02. Item number 1, I already did that. Number 2, rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Item number 3, roll call. Commissioner Rostelli. Here. Commissioner Cook.
Here.
Commissioner Rice.
Here.
Commissioner Walker. Here. Commissioner Hunt. Here. Item number 4, approval of agenda for the June 4th, 2024 meeting.
I'll approve the agenda for June 4th, 2024 meeting.
I'll second.
The approval of the agenda for June 4th, 2024 was approved by Chris Cook and seconded by Jake Rice. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 5, approval of minutes for the regular meeting, April 2nd, 2024.
I'll approve the regular meeting for April 2nd,
Okay,
2000.
and I have a question. If I had asked to be excused, does it matter if I look like I'm absent?
You should be marked as excused
Excused.
in the minutes.
Okay, because
You
I'm,
were.
oh, it says absent. Okay, that's all.
As absent?
Yeah, it says absent. So,
In the minutes?
yeah. Isn't this the minutes? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I just didn't want to look like I'm a slacker. Okay, so, motion to approve the minutes for April 4th, or April 2nd, 2024 by Jake Rice, seconded by
I second it.
Chris Cook. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. The item number 6, volunteer group reports.
Sherry Stein, 18387 East 13 Mile Road. I'm here on behalf of Fraser First for Vanya because she couldn't make it. But I just want to tell you we have a meeting coming up. It is June 19th at the library at 6:30. Also, I wanted to say thank you to everybody that came out to the Ram's Horn fundraiser. It was a huge success. Thank you to all the donors that donated baked goods into the raffle basket also. And also keep your eye out for our biggest raffle, the big summer raffle that we have. It'll be at the end of July, but we will be putting tickets on sale probably in the next 3.5 weeks. We're not sure exactly what that item will be, but it's always our biggest raffle of the year. And it goes all the way up to Parade Day for Fraser. So other than that, that's about all we have going on right now.
Quick question for you,
Yeah.
Jerry. Is your meeting at 6 or 6:30? Because Laura sent me a message saying your meeting's at 6.
Okay, then they changed it. It was 6:30.
I don't know, because she asked me. if
Or
I
is
was
it your executive board's at 6?
No,
Okay.
we should be having one of those. It should only be 6 then.
Okay,
Then they made it 6.
okay,
6, okay.
Oh, you know why? Because we're at the library now. That's why.
okay.
Yeah, they're at the library now, so I'm not at all the meetings because of everything going on, but 6 o'clock, you're
Okay,
correct.
I just wanted to make sure because I got that message, so,
Yep,
perfect.
yep.
Okay.
All right, anything else? Nope. Thank you.
Okay, I am Echo Hunt, 17931 Airport. This is for the Fraser Beautification Club. We met on May 29th at the library. We've been assisting the DPW in the updates to Webb's Wedge and the downtown CVS Welcome to Fraser area. We have a Weeds and Wine evening tour planned for June 12th at 6 o'clock at the McKinley Sensory Gardens for some light weeding and then some light refreshments that you will provide for yourself because they will be wine if you want that. And our next meeting will be July 30th at 6:30 at the Fraser Library. That's it? Okay. Any other volunteer reports? Okay, so item number 7, administration report.
So I thought the first thing we would do is our interview of a potential Recreation Commission candidate, John Hunter.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
John, excuse me, John Hunter, 16918 Park Lane.
Okay. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we can ask some questions?
I was on the commission for a little while back in 22, and life happened. Life happened. So, took a few years off, and I'm ready to jump in and help you guys. It's, you know.
Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Hunter?
I met you before.
Yeah, I
We should-
helped at the parade
Yeah.
last year with traffic control or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have nothing, really. I like this guy.
So tell us why you want to come back. I guess that's my question. Why do you want to come back? Because I kind of know what happened
Yeah,
past, so.
like I say, life happens, and I think I got a renewed attitude, and yeah, I want to help you guys. I want to help the city. Let's make do some new things, better some old things, and just move on.
Do you have anything? Anything?
That was my question too, so thank you.
Okay. There are no more questions. We'll need a motion if we'd like to recommend Mr. Hunter to be our next commissioner. I don't know if I can make a motion because I'm hosting the meeting, or
I'll make
can I?
the motion.
Okay.
I'll make the motion to recommend John Hunter to the commission board. Hopefully that he stays a little bit longer this time than last time. And we'll give him one more chance.
Thank you.
Anybody second?
I second.
Okay. Motion to appoint John Hunter as our next commission, Recreation Commission member, made by Chris Cook, seconded by Jake Rice. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thanks.
Oh, appoint? Oh, recommendation. Okay, we're going to recommend for him to be appointed?
Yes. 'Cause he has to go in front of
Okay,
council next.
okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
That's okay. All right.
So the couple things has happened because we didn't have our last Recreation Commission, so I wanted to kind of touch base on a few things that happened. Number one was our park cleanup that we held. Unfortunately, it was 50 degrees and downpouring. There was only a limited people who wanted to volunteer in the first place, so I did call everyone on our list. I think we had 11 total who signed up. Only 2 answered the phone, but I ended up canceling it due to the cold weather, raining. As of right now, I'm not sure if we're going to try to do another park cleanup. It's not that I won't do one maybe in fall, but we didn't get a lot of feedback, a lot of volunteers for our park cleanup. We have had park cleanups through like the schools and our DPW, and that one works out a little bit better. It's a little bit better organized. You have the kids who do use it probably for community service. As of right now, though, I'm not looking to do another park cleanup for the remainder of the year. I'd like to hear your opinions on it.
I think if we don't get the people, we shouldn't do it. We
My
have the
question
people.
is, my question is how, I mean, besides putting it in the Fraser Parks and Recs page on Facebook, how else was this advertised?
We put it on our webpage as well, and anyone who called to do community service and such, I called back, told them about the opportunity to volunteer for the park cleanup. There wasn't a flyer made for it. Obviously, we could do that as another step to try to advertise for it. It was a little bit late notice. Wasn't sure how much that the flyers would help promote it.
Maybe we could post one in like the schools or something like that.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. Maybe for next time, what we can use is we can try to use the schools again, just like we did for the marshmallow drop. See if we can get a volunteer sign up and use it for their NHS program. So that's another way of doing it. But again, the other reason was that I didn't want to ask schools because they did it also with DPW. So it was a week before they did McKinley Park. Okay. So. Animal Magic, we, the following week, after the park cleanup, we had an event over at the Banquet Hall of Lions. And we had Animal Magic, we had 80 people signed up, which was our max due to a 190-person limit. I figured 80 kids plus at least one adult is 160 if they brought two. Obviously, we didn't want to go over 190 for fire code. Unfortunately, we only had about 35 to 40 kids show up for the event. Could be for multiple reasons. We had the big bounce house that same week. I believe the library might have been doing an event that day. There might have been a couple different community things going on. Nothing that I was intending. Obviously, when I booked it, scheduled it, was December or January, so it's nothing that I could foresee for that. But I also wonder if the free events hurt numbers. I think we've discussed that before. If, you know, when it's free, you have no need, no reason, yeah,
Right.
to show up. So you can sign up for it, not show up, and you don't lose anything. So, again, something that we might want to look at next year if we do it again. Again, another event that we don't charge for. It's great for the community, great for the residents, but even maybe $5 might keep people true. $5 a child. Obviously, it's not about the money, but it's also just you're holding an event. It's a sellout. We could have gotten a lot more kids for it. I think if we were to put something on it, you know, maybe we can get more people that actually show up. Now, the event was still great. The presentation went well. The kids who did come, the parents who came loved it. Very entertaining. Definitely would like to do something like that again, even if it's the same company with Animal Magic. He ran a great presentation, and he had some animals that you normally don't see, like we talked about. I mean, that was the whole draw of it, was an educational, but something that isn't like your normal bunnies and your typical petting zoo. So, again, next year, maybe we charge a nominal fee, or it's at least something we should look at and discuss, see what you guys think, and then we go from there.
I just have one question. Yeah, that's another reason why I think we need to bring back a city calendar so that people know of the events coming up, because a lot of people don't know all these events coming up. And then maybe I'll stop from having, 2 or 3 events on the same day.
Right, that was on my list for when members with concerns, a community calendar to coordinate the groups so that you know what the library's doing, what Fraser First is doing, so that what the Lions are doing, so that we're not all doing something on the same day. I know that always happens around Halloween trunk or treat. There's like 5 going on, sometimes, a few.
Now,
Somehow.
obviously, we can do something like that. We can post it on like our Facebook, post it on our website, but we do have a calendar on our website. But again, I don't know if the library, the schools ever look at something like that.
Right.
So,
Do you have their functions on your calendar?
no, we don't have their functions on our calendar. Obviously,
I think because I think that's what we're kind of looking for, was a calendar that had all the city volunteer group.
I mean, it's
That's what
something
I'm
to
looking
shoot,
for.
yeah, it's something to shoot for next year, Let's bring 2025 in with, let's get organized and stop posting things, weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks out. Try to get something months out.
I think that for our events this year at least, we've been posting it pretty far in advance. Like Animal Magic was months out, and Marshmallow Drop was months out. Now, obviously, the park cleanup next year, we want a lot more time for it, but and they were sellout events, or they were filled, the registrations. So the only issue that I have with something like filling our calendar is that it would just put a bunch of different things on there. But what we could use is like our Facebook page to post something like that. It would be nice to kind of have a little bit even more communication with the schools. They've been pretty good with things, but as far as their events, they don't share them. And obviously that falls on me for not going further and asking for their schedule. But again, I booked Animal Magic months ago, and things like the Big Bounce House was finalized, I think, March, maybe it was February, but it was even after that I already booked certain events. So obviously we don't want to have the same event on the same day as someone else, but those things will happen. But yeah, we can definitely make a calendar. I made a calendar for myself for the events, but I can, put that on our Facebook page and put subject to change at the beginning of the year when I start booking all the events. So.
Okay.
Lions Club, Carnival, and Fireworks. I just wanted to let you guys know that presented it before the council meeting, and they approved of the next 5 years, their calendar dates on there. I don't have the sheet on me right now to tell you those dates, but obviously they'll be, just want to let you guys know that they'll be here for the next 5 years as far as doing the carnival. And the fireworks, I got 3 different quotes for it that I'm going to present before council on Thursday. Fireworks costs have skyrocketed, and so if we're looking to do anything close to what we did in 2023, the prices are going to be a lot higher than the price that we paid in 23. It's going to be probably, another, could be 5,000, depending on what the council wants to vote for. So I got a quote for 15, 18, and 20. So presenting that next week at a council meeting, and obviously they're going to have to vote on it to see which one they think is the best fit for us.
It's interesting, because I always thought the fireworks are paid for by the Lions Club.
They are partially paid, so we are in a partnership with them, and we pay for them, and then they write us a check for their portion of it.
Oh, okay,
So-
all right, okay.
So they do pay for part of it, and then we pay for part of it as a community program and a community event. Which is why it's the Lions Club and also the city picnic, is because we have the parade that day, and we also are contributors to the fireworks. Magician Show is just, I was talking to you guys at the beginning of the year for a November event, November 2nd. And right now I've changed my mind. I was looking at doing another event, but I talked to a magician and was thinking that we could do a show again at the Lions Club at the banquet hall. I'm not sure if we're going to do 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, but I like to do a registration for that and start it. For like one of his top tiers, I think his quote was $750. I haven't gotten confirmed. I haven't brought it to the city manager yet. It's kind of in the works. $550 is for mid-tier, but again, I think that we can bring something like that to the city of Fraser. I think that'll gain a lot of interest from kids, even the adults, just like our Animal Magic was, so.
So is that going to be a free event? Or
Yep, that's going to be a free event. That's what I'm going to do for the remainder of the year, is all the events are going to be free. So I talked about movie nights in August and one in September, and those are going to be free. And then that is also going to be another free event, depending on if the quote gets approved. So, is there any questions in regards to the items that I've listed?
No.
That's it for me.
Yep, okay, so hearing no questions, item number 8, citizen participation.
Good.
Oh, I thought he wanted to talk about his program.
He's done. He's in the.
Oh, he's in the that came in front of the commission member reports, okay. All right, so, any citizen participation? Okay, hearing no citizen participation, item number 9, commission member reports. Item A, Fraser Wrestling.
Just wanted to come back and reintroduce myself to everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I got a chance to meet Chris. I've been talking with Mr. Rice over the last few months. We just want to come back out, reintroduce ourselves to everybody, let us, you know that we had a great season this year. We probably had over 70 Fraser student athletes. 95% of my team is made up of Fraser kids. We have a great relationship with Fraser Public Schools. We do everything. We can practice 3 days a week. We train on or we have competition on Sundays. I have a great staff. A lot of them are made up of alumni kids from Fraser schools. We have some college kids that come back in. We are a 501c3. We're fully insured. We do have a background check that goes on all of my staff. So with that, we like to support everybody. I've been with Fraser wrestling team for about 12 years at the high school. I'm the assistant coach. I also am the president and the head coach of Fraser Wrestling Club. And we're going on our 6th season with the youth. We almost doubled numbers. Once we got the word out there, we partnered up with Parks and Recs. We partnered up with the schools. Our numbers probably went from 50 to 80. So we're just keep growing. The word's getting out there. The kids are having fun. What we try to do is every 30 days, try to do like a fun event. Go to U of M or go have a picnic or a Christmas party. Great Skate is another one we do. We are able to support scholarships for some of these kids if they can't afford it. We work with our sponsors. We're able to bring kids in off the street that do not maybe have the funding to do it. We don't charge a lot, maybe $150, it's under $200 to wrestle. And these kids compete every Sunday. Going into like next week, we have one of our big high school division camps. We have 300 kids coming around from Macomb County and other areas with an Olympic champion, Miles Amin. So that's be a good time to showcase Fraser Public Schools. With that involved, I got another 15 coaches from Macomb County that are going to come around, represent like De La Salle, Warren Woods, Roseville. We're all going to be together to showcase our program and what we're doing here. Overall, we had great success in the last couple years. We're continuing looking to grow. I feel like our numbers are just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. We're going to get more Fraser kids, especially in a winter sport. So that's all I really had in a nutshell. I just wanted to come back out. I met you guys last season, and I just wanted to keep that going with that relationship with you guys and let you know that we're continuing to support everybody.
Awesome.
So I got no issues on my end. We have, like I said, great relationship with our community, our parents, our kids. If I could go all year long, I would. Unfortunately, I got to get a break, but the kids just want to keep going day in and day out. So we start back up roughly around Thanksgiving, and then we go into about March, April, and a lot of the kids, they'll do off-season tournaments. Like we had kids going to Florida next month and training and putting Fraser on the map and stuff like that. So we are under the radar. People know who we are, and I fully support it because now people are watching what we're doing here. So we'll continue to do that and support our school and all those good events. But if anybody had any questions for me, I'm happy to answer anything that we have going on with our kids in our program. And I'll be here till the end, so if anybody needs anything from me,
I think that's great.
I appreciate
Awesome.
it. Thanks.
They need something else, another kind of outlet.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's really, it's a tough sport, but it teaches them so much. It's all the ups and downs, the winning, the losing. The hardest part is just, getting out on the mat and having fun.
I met with Mr. Tucker, as he said, and he was going to come to the last meeting, and I told him to come to this meeting. He has our full support as far as recreation, and I went ahead, in case you didn't see it, I went ahead and posted his flyer onto our page, onto our Facebook page, and I'm going to put a link to his Facebook page on our website and do a write-up on his, just like we do for, I think it's Fraser Soccer and a couple other ones. Just great organization, a true Fraser resident based.
That's what we need more.
Yep. So I just wanted you guys to know that's why you saw a post about it, and then it's also, you're going to see a write-up on our website for their organization.
Awesome, good luck.
Thank you, and I appreciate it too. So if any folks,
Thank you.
I'll be more than happy to take care of it.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to touch base a little bit ago. We were talking about Mr. John Hunter, and I wanted to let you guys know that he'll go as long as he can make it to our council meeting next Thursday, and they'll vote on if it passes, he'll be our new Recreation Commission member. So I forgot to tell you that he will be at our next council meeting as long as he can make it.
Oh, and we never talked about, when would his term run? Is he filling in for a vacant spot? So
Yeah,
it's
it's a
not
vacant
full-
spot.
It's not a full 3 years, then it's, Normally, they give that, the end date.
I'm not sure if it's not the full date or if he gets a full term because he's filling a vacancy. I'm not 100%.
Oh, okay, all right. I guess before the city council meeting, we'll have to know that, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, all right, okay. Before we go on to any more commissioner member reports, can we circle back? Is there any more citizen participation? Okay, so I just thought we had some more people walk in the room. Oh, okay.
Laura Lessig, 15201 Fairview. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I was just wondering, any updates on the parade for the 21st of July?
We're going to have it.
Is there a
Right.
theme?
There's no theme.
No theme. Okay.
Is there usually a theme?
Usually, yeah.
I will work on a theme then. I apologize. That's news to me, and I apologize that I missed that. So I will work on a theme, and I will let everyone who sent me an email, know that there will be a theme and what it is once I figure that out.
And we're still going to be using the high schools,
Yeah, it's still going to be the same road, and I just have to get the form turned into the county to close it down. But they're aware that we're going to have a parade on the 21st.
okay,
Construction.
very good.
Yeah, 'cause I thought they were doing something on Garfield.
They are. There's going to be construction going.
Oh, okay,
but
so it's still going, okay.
It's
One
still gonna
lane
happen.
will be open at all times supposedly. so
Correct.
We'll be able to do
All
that.
right,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
You.
Okay, so back to number 9, commission member reports. Commissioner Rice?
So for these events, how do we build a better relationship with the schools? The city definitely needs to build a better relationship with the schools.
As far as like our events that we hold,
Everything.
well,
What they have going on, what we have going on.
yeah. So obviously, a big part of that is going to be communication with the superintendent, which I'm building a relationship, obviously,
Yeah.
and that's going to be a very helpful thing. And that falls on me to ask, obviously, some about their events that they're holding, so that I know of it. We can post it on our Facebook. We can post it on our website if it's a big enough event or if it's an important event. And I'm happy to post anything that the schools want on our Facebook page. I have no problem with if they reach out and want to do it. And obviously, if I can get their schedule or an idea of their events, we can post that on our Facebook page, our website. But obviously, that will be a better idea next year with school ending right now. But yeah, I think that it should be a better relationship, and I don't think that we have a poor relationship. I just don't think that there's been that handshake yet,
Yeah.
that reach out and figure it out. But again, I don't know if a lot of their events are for just the schools, and that's maybe why they don't reach out more to surrounding, or maybe it's just because we've never reached out to them. But we can do that. I can do that.
I think we for sure need to do that, honestly.
Yep.
And I could talk to the superintendent, the assistant superintendent, anyone you need me to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, it all starts with me and reaching out and communication. So if I can't get a hold of anyone, obviously I would appreciate it. But if you guys know of events that come up that maybe I missed or slipped through the cracks for next year, let me know so that we can talk about it and I can try to find out some more information on it.
Okay.
But it all starts obviously with me, so I can do a better job of communicating and learning the events. Obviously, me coming in December probably didn't help in,
Yeah.
kind of learning all the players involved, so, but that's no excuse. I could have still gotten a better for January through now, so that can be something that we can improve in, or I should improve in for next year.
That's it.
Okay. Commissioner Walker?
I don't know if mine will even matter for us, but during the summer, the McKinley Park has the schools, they bring the free lunch, and that park gets trashed every day. Could we maybe try to have like volunteers come like once a week on like Friday, maybe help clean it up? Because me and my boys go and we're like trying, there's food smashed in everything.
Yeah, and do they have this weekly?
Yeah, it's,
It's every day.
it's Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday, and it's after school?
Well, it's during the summer, it's like, what,
Oh, it's during the summer?
11:30 to 12:30? I think so. I know. I didn't start yet.
Hey, we could ask for volunteers to clean up, and then whatever, doesn't get cleaned up, or if we can't get enough volunteers.
Well, it's just because there's only one person handing out that lunch, and they try to do as much as they can, and the kids just throw it everywhere.
Okay.
So it's free lunch for the kids, but they don't have to bring their parent? They
Yeah,
just,
pretty much,
okay.
yeah. Well, that's why I said last summer that they
Right.
should be able to bring their
Okay.
parents, but it's at McKinley Park, and they're just
Yeah,
gonna.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, right, I didn't think they'd deny them lunch, but I thought maybe there'd be parents that
You
were
would
there, but
think
they're not.
there's
Okay.
not at McKinley.
Okay.
And so the high school, you have to,
Yeah.
because you drive up and they deliver it to your car.
So that's another way of communicating with the school district, saying, hey, you guys serve this lunch at our park, and it's being left, I've seen it. I've seen milk cartons, I've seen,
I've taken pictures last summer.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
When they first started, we did reach out to the school. This was back when it first started, years, like 4 or 5 years ago. She did reach out to the school and say, hey, you guys need to make sure you're cleaning up. So that might even be something you want to do, like reach out to them and say, sorry.
Okay.
No, when Christina was our Parks and Rec, she reached out to the school because they were leaving it a mess too back then, and said, "Hey, can you guys kind of help us? We'll keep eye too, but you guys need to kind of make sure they don't." And it did go good for a while, and now it's getting back trashed. I guess.
like
Last
milk
summer was really
containers,
bad.
Yeah.
trays.
So maybe
Did it already start for this?
no, it'll start in 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah. No, I did have someone reach out to tell me about like a program like you guys are talking about, which is I'm guessing what they're saying. But I haven't heard anything since, so.
Yeah, so I maybe with us and them working together, I would reach back out to them.
Yeah, that's
The
not a
food
problem
service
whatsoever.
for I think they go through the Fraser High School food service.
I believe you're correct.
You said it's Monday through Thursday, 11:30 to 12:30.
It's something like that, maybe 11 to.
No, I'm pretty sure it's
11:30. I know it's something like that.
Okay.
So it's like when the kids are in summer school. So when they get out, it's done, usually done.
Yeah.
But it's hard for one person to feed all these kids and then have to clean up after them out of a whole park.
Right.
So if we can, maybe, I
Maybe we can get
as
some,
much as I can.
I'm
but
surprised they let one person go. Usually it's a too deep,
Last
too
summer. it
deep
was just
leadership.
one
So
person.
where's the person come from? The school then?
Yeah, they use the bus drivers. They have them
Oh, wow.
hand out the food.
Okay,
Only know because I talked to a lot of bus drivers.
okay. What day is it actually starting? Do you know?
I believe it will be starting not next Monday, but the following Monday, because that's when summer school starts.
All right. Because I was thinking, I only work 10 minutes from there
Oh, really?
on a good day.
Yeah, no, I'm
And
gonna
I
be
could
at
like
work at
swing
that
by.
time now.
And I think in the beginning, if they have a presence, like, you need to clean up after yourself, and they have expectations, then maybe. Maybe?
You're
Again,
scarier than I am.
We have to build
so.
that relationship with
Right.
the schools and us to get that, under control.
So you're thinking
yeah. But like you said, if they're gonna use our park for theirs,
one is-
which is it's a great program, but they're gonna have to try to do their best that they can.
Right.
But like you said, for one person, 2 people, just try to keep, I don't know how many people attend to it, but it sounds like a lot.
Quite a bit.
So maybe we can ask for volunteers, and if not volunteers, I can count on my recreation commission members to volunteer as well. But I can also be a presence when I'm available Monday through Thursday, 11:30 to 12:30. So that's not an issue. As long as, I have it in the schedule, then I can be a part of it too.
What time does DPW take their lunch?
I'm not 100% sure if,
Because I just thought, what if we fed DPW to have a lunch? If we, like out of our budget, we
Well-
gave them lunch.
part of DPW's job is to maintain the park. So
Correct.
So that is part of it. Obviously, it's not their main job, so I can't ask them to stop what they're doing, but maybe they can make a pit stop, you know, in their workday to help help clean it up, I guess you could say.
I don't know, I was just thinking if there was more of a presence, not getting somebody to clean up the job, just if there was a presence, then people know there's a presence and they might
Do
be a little bit more responsible.
Right.
That's all, that's what I
So
was
I
thinking.
can ask volunteers to help
Yeah.
with the presence, but if I don't give the volunteers, it'll be just me.
All right,
So,
okay.
but yes, obviously we can try to, obviously we don't want a park that's full of debris, so whatever we can do. And I will go back through my emails and see who is the one that sent me it. If it was a teacher, I do forget, and talk to them a little bit closer, again, closer to the event, and see what we can do as far as cleanup.
Don't forget gloves. Yeah,
Gloves?
Gloves,
Okay.
yeah. 'Cause I had to borrow some from the lady handing out the food last summer.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that was it.
All right. Commissioner Ristelli?
No.
Okay. Commissioner Cook?
There's a couple of things. How many people do we have in the parade, or how many floats, or how many groups or organizations do we have signed up for the parade?
As of right now, I haven't counted how many. I think last year we had around 22 to 25, so that's what I'm hoping to at least get this year. I haven't counted them, they're all in my emails, but I haven't gone through the list and counted exactly how many I have right now that's sent in applications.
Okay. Another thing is advertising. We got to find out other ways of advertising besides just on a Facebook page, because I know many people, like, I don't always get Fraser Parks and Rec stuff that come up on my Facebook unless I remember to go to your page to look at it, and I don't always do that. So we got to come up with, like, I don't know, maybe if we can all sit down and kind of talk about another way of advertising events, the paper, something.
Well, I've done website, I've done Facebook, I've done flyers, and then I did use that, again, you're gonna have to correct me, not Peach, is it Peach Jar or
Peach tree or peach.
Peach Tree? I did use that with the schools for one of our events. But yeah, I'll take any recommendations for another way to promote it. Maybe we can keep using the schools in that Peach Jar, Peach Tree as
I was
another
gonna say, and
one.
then C&G newspapers, it's a free newspaper that everybody gets. They have a free community corner. And I don't think it costs you anything to advertise.
Does it?
You just call them up and tell them what's going on, and they'll put your event in there.
Yeah, there's been a few events that we've had that I thought it would be nice moving forward if we could have the newspaper come and take photos and do a small article write-up on it of some of our events.
And then my last thing, I know St. Clair Shores last weekend, 2 weekends ago, had a drone show. I don't know if that's something you guys might be interested in. It was pretty cool. It was, I took my mom, and we went down just down the street from where my mom lives, and it's kind of neat. I know Marysville is doing one now too, so I don't know, something to look into, something different, to catch up with everybody else.
Yeah, I think there's a significant cost to a drone show, so I think that might be something that the city or city council would have to discuss. But yeah, we could bring it up to them and see about it, and I could research it, but not a problem whatsoever.
Okay.
All right. I don't have anything. If there's nothing else, we'll go to item number 10, an adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:40.
I'll second.
Okay, so Chris Cook made the motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:40, seconded by Rebecca Walker. All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Motion carries. Meeting's adjourned.